Let's talk about our silver and gold stacking goals for 2021. What's going on, everybody? Welcome back to another video. Hope you're doing well, feeling great, and staying safe. Happy New Year to you, your friends, and your family. Today, I want to talk about silver and gold, along with some stacking goals and plans and strategies for the new year. But really quick, just in case you're new, make sure to subscribe for daily videos. Also subscribe to my second channel, which is my backup channel for exclusive weekly content. Brand new video over there. Go check it out. The link will be in the description. And if you want to get some DYDSS merchandise to help support the channel, I would really appreciate it. Any and all merchandise can be found by clicking the first link in the description section down below. Thank you in advance. It's more than appreciated. Now, today, New Year's Day. Happy New Year, everybody. Happy 2021. We made it. A lot of us didn't think that 2020 was going to end. I thought the clock was going to hit midnight and the calendar would say December 32nd. I didn't think 2020 was ever going to end, but it finally did. And I believe that 2021 will be significantly better. Do I believe it's going to be absolutely fantastic, the best year of our lives? Probably not, to be honest with you, but I think we are on the road to recovery. I think little by little we're going to be hacking away at what a lot of the big problems are. I think we're going to be making a lot of progress this year. Every setback is a setup for a major comeback, and I believe that 2020 was definitely a setback, and I think we're going to make the biggest comeback the planet has ever seen. So without any further ado, I want to talk about a little bit of silver, a little bit of gold today. As you can see, I have a little bit of silver sitting out in front of me, and I have a couple little gold pieces, some random miscellaneous coins. We got a 1999 10th ounce gold American Eagle. We have a 1984 10th ounce gold Krugerrand. We have a 2017 10th ounce gold Canadian Maple Leaf. We have a 2021 10th ounce gold Britannia, which I just received and unboxed and reviewed maybe 2 or 3 days ago. Go check out that video if you want to see it. And of course, we have a 2008 quarter ounce gold Philharmonic. So I wanted to talk about some stacking goals, some stacking strategies in today's video, some ideas that I have for 2021. I want to talk about silver, but I feel like it's best to start out with some gold, and then we'll work our way over to talking about some silver stacking goals. My main goal for the year is to complete my international troy ounce of gold. I talk about it quite often. I'm sure many of you know exactly what I'm talking about. For those of you who do not, I'm working on building a troy ounce of gold. I could just easily convert my dollars into an ounce of gold, but I thought it would be kind of fun to build an ounce of gold. 10 different 10th ounce gold coins from 10 different countries. As you can see, I'm 40% of the way there. I have other gold coins as well, but they're repeats. I just decided to get one from 10 different countries at this point, and this one doesn't count because it's a quarter ouncer. So my goal is to complete the international troy ounce of gold this year. All I need is 6 more coins, and to be honest with you, pretty soon I'm only going to need 5 more because I may or may not have another one on the way. I'm going to be working to get a Libertad. I'm going to be working to get a Philharmonic. I'm working to get something Australian. Not sure if it's going to be a kookaburra. Not sure if it's going to be a kangaroo or maybe something else. I'm going to have to get an older panda because they are no longer 1 troy ounce or 1/10 of a troy ounce coins. They go by grams now instead of troy ounces. And a few others. My number one gold goal this year is to complete that international troy ounce and begin working on my second. Once I complete the 10th ouncers, I'm going to be working on an international troy ounce made up of 4 different quarter ounce gold coins from 4 different countries. So I have this one already. I just need to get 3 more. But to begin working on it, I want to get another quarter ounce gold coin or 2, or maybe 3. Maybe I'll complete 2 international troy ounces of gold this year. The main reason I want to get more gold isn't just to complete the international troy ounces. That's just a concept that I believe I came up with. I didn't get it from anybody else. I've never heard of anybody doing it before. I think I came up with the concept, but I don't want to claim it. Of course, it's a fun project to work on. Of course, it's something to do. It's something to build. It's something that little pieces of the puzzle, slowly but surely working your way up to accomplishing a goal. Of course, that's fun. Of course, that's the project, but the main reason I want to focus on more gold this year is because something that I realized in 2020 is that I'm severely lacking in the gold department. I don't have nearly as much gold as I want to have. Granted, I don't have nearly as much silver as I want to have, but the amount of silver that I have compared to the amount of gold that I have, in my mind, doesn't make sense. Of course, silver is going to remain my precious metal of choice, but I want to further diversify. I want more gold alongside my silver. So I'm going to make it a priority this year to get more gold, which is why I thought it would be fun to build that international troy ounce and get little gold coins from all around the world. I think that would be pretty cool. I think that would be pretty fun. If you don't like the idea, then don't do it. I'll continue to do it though. Now let me get some of this gold off screen and let's talk about some silver. The other goal I have this year, I forgot one. The other precious metal goal I have this year is obviously to get much more silver. In 2020, I had to take 3 months off of stacking because early in the year I didn't know what the whole shutdown, with the whole layoffs, with the whole everything. I had no idea what any of it meant. I didn't know how it was going to affect my jobs, how it was going to affect my income, how it was going to affect my paychecks, what type of expenses were going to pop up into my life. So I took about 3 months off of stacking just because I wanted to hang on to the cash. I didn't know what was going to happen, so I figured I'm probably better off holding on to the cash, at least for the time being. That way, if something were to occur, I would have the cash on hand to take care of it, rather than having no choice but to liquidate some of my precious metals to get the cash, to then take care of whatever I had to take care of. 3 months went by and I realized, okay, this probably isn't nearly as serious or drastic or as much of an emergency as I thought that it was, so I got back to stacking. But I was only able to stack for 9 of the 12 months in 2020. This year, it's going to be a little bit different. I'm going to continue stacking at the pace that I've been stacking for the last couple of months, for the last 3 years actually, minus 3 months of 2020. I'm going to continue stacking as aggressively as possible. Except, this year, I'm not going to be picky. This is something else I learned last year. It's not the time to be picky. It's not the time to say, oh, I want that coin, not this coin, or oh, they're out of stock and I'm just going to sit around waiting for them to restock instead of just getting something else. Nope, this year, I'm going for as much silver as I possibly can. I'm not going to really worry about what particular coins, rounds, and bars I'm getting. Truth be told, I'm probably going to be getting virtually nothing but generics and 90% all year. There's nothing specific, there's nothing in particular that I have my eyes on. I just want to get a bunch of silver bars and probably a lot more 10-ounce silver bars and whatnot, but also quite a bit of 90%. That's pretty much what my plan is this year. Going to be stacking for weight, obviously. One thing I can say though, and I have no idea what it's going to be. A lot of people thought that it was going to be released in 2020 and it didn't actually happen, but the second piece, the second coin from Canada's Creatures of the North series, I've heard a lot of different theories, I've heard a lot of different ideas. Now it doesn't seem to be clear if it's just simply Creatures of the North and we have no idea what the creatures are going to be. Some people have said it's going to be Sea Creatures of the North, which is why they started out with one of potentially many sea creatures, a kraken. Some people have suggested it might be mythical creatures, so who knows? Maybe a griffin, gargoyle, dragons, who knows? Some people have suggested it might be creatures of the sea, creatures of the land, and creatures of the sky, which I think would be a pretty interesting concept. If the ball was in my court, that's what I would probably make it. Creature of the land, creature of the sea, creature of the sky. We already have creature of the sea, the kraken. So who knows? Maybe creature of the sky could be something like I just mentioned. Maybe, I think dragons have been done. I don't think we need too many coins with dragons on them. I think a griffin would be pretty cool. But something that I have not seen would be a gargoyle. I think that would make for an interesting design. Could be creature of the sky. And as for creature of the land, who knows? Maybe a yeti. I think that'd be a nice design as well. But at the end of the day, I have no idea what it's going to be. I have no idea what the next creature of the North coin is going to be, or even when it's going to be released. I was under the impression that they were going to be releasing 2 a year, and they only released this one in 2020. I'm sure the year of 2020 had a lot to do with that. Maybe it got delayed or postponed. I have no idea. However, aside from the Kraken and whatever's going to be coming next, I'm just going to be going for the generics. I'm just going to be going for the 90%. It could be boring. Boring's perfectly fine. I have no issue stacking up bags upon bags upon bags of Washington quarters. Like we see, we have some down here. Bunch of Washington quarters. Roosevelt dimes. Mercury dimes. Now, I wouldn't say that Mercury dimes are very boring, but Washington quarters and Roosevelt dimes, I would say, are pretty boring, just because they look like the loose change we've had in our pockets our entire lives as it is. Mercury dimes, you don't really see those every day. Or maybe you do if you're in the stacking world, and you have some. Could be some half dollars, maybe some Walking Liberty half dollars. Again, I don't think it's the time to be picky. I'm just going to be going for low premium silver this entire year for the most part. Going to be going for slightly larger denomination silver bars. We got a sunshine bar over here. We got the 10-ounce bull bar over on this side. I would like to get an RCM bar this year. That's something that I've been wanting since 2018, I believe. So I do plan on getting myself a 10-ounce silver RCM bar. And there's a variety of other 10-ounce silver bars that I'm quite a big fan of as well that I do not currently have, such as the Scottsdale bar, the Silvertown bar. There's a lot of silver bars out there from all these different mints, and one that I discovered this year was this right here, Westminster Mint. I had never heard about it before. I got this bar randomly. I just ordered random 1-ounce generic silver bars. Didn't know what I was going to get, and this is one of the ones that I got. Westminster Mint. As it turns out, they also have 10-ounce Westminster Mint bars. So it would be pretty cool to get one of them as well. Who knows? Maybe I'll even get a 10-ounce silver American flag bar. If the premium makes sense, I'll stack it. Not much has changed for me since I started stacking. When I first got started, it was nothing but generic rounds, 1-ounce silver rounds. It's the only thing I was going for. I wasn't going for Eagles or Maples or Britannias or Libertads or anything like that. I was going for generic silver rounds. Then I like to say that I graduated onto Silver Eagles, and alongside the Silver Eagles, I would pick up some other very recognizable and trustworthy silver coins as well, such as the Maple Leaf and the Philharmonic and the Kangaroo and a variety of other silver coins. That was my goal, to go for highly recognizable, low premium silver coins. And that's pretty much what I had done starting after my first couple of months of stacking nothing but silver rounds. I spent 2 years stacking virtually nothing but silver eagles and some maple leafs and Britannias and Libertads and a variety of different 1 ounce, 1 troy ounce silver coins. But then when 2020 happened, and we saw the spot price of silver nearly get chopped in half, and we saw the premiums get cranked up through the roof. Now, as I've been saying, I believe this was for 2 reasons. Or I believe the premium went up for one reason. I believe it stayed up for a completely different reason. Let me explain what I mean by that. I believe all of these online precious metal dealers cranked up their premiums at the very beginning when everything came crashing down to make up for lost revenue. These are businesses. These are companies. Their number 1 objective is to make money. Their number 2 objective is to avoid losing money at all costs. So, from a business continuity standpoint, I completely understand. It was inconvenient. I hated it. But they got to do what they got to do. We are not their friends. We are their customers. They don't see us as their friends. They see us as people who are putting dollar bills in their pocket. So, I understand where they're coming from, I guess. Then when things started to normalize, and I'm saying normalize kind of loosely because it didn't exactly go back to normal, but when silver started to make a little bit of a recovery, when it fell down when it was at about $18 an ounce. It went down to about $12 an ounce and started to work its way back up. And by the time it got back to the $18 range, $17, $18, $19, we didn't see the premiums go back down. We didn't see the premiums return to normal. In fact, we saw the premiums go up as the spot price was going up. This is not what many of us expected. And a lot of people were confused, and a lot of people were frustrated, and a lot of people were annoyed, and rightfully so, myself included. I couldn't stand it. I hated not being able to get silver for a fair premium. My local coin shop was closed. Pretty much my entire town was closed. They shut down the coin shop. They weren't considered essential. Liquor stores stayed open, though. That's essential. They shut down the gym, but all the fast food restaurants, they could stay open. So, it's weird how just people can pick and choose what's considered essential. I say all businesses are essential to the economy. Even the weird little businesses that are irrelevant to you, irrelevant to me, they're still essential for the economy. But stay focused. My coin shop was closed, so I couldn't go there. I had really no choice but to get all of my silver online in 2020. So I did a lot of bouncing around from tab to tab to tab to tab. I would go from APMEX to JM Bullion to SD Bullion to Provident Metals to Hero Bullion to this Bullion to that Bullion to this metals to that metal, looking for the best possible deals. In fact, I got a ton of silver on eBay, actually. Coins, government minted coins, and a lot of which had security features and anti-counterfeit technology. I know some people are a little bit sketched out with eBay, but if you're going for coins, I believe it's a little bit safer than just going with some generic piece of silver, but that's just my opinion. So, with the premiums going up, as the spot price was going up, a lot of people were unable to get as much silver as they would have liked to be able to get. Out of nowhere, it required us to fork over a larger dollar bill amount. More fiat, more currency. For the same amount of silver. Actually, for a smaller amount of silver. And what all of that taught me was this. It's not the time to be picky. It's not the time to go for a bunch of silver eagles at the moment. Silver eagles, they were carrying the craziest premiums. $5, $10, $15 over spot on a lot of sites. This is the foundation of my stack. This is my favorite piece of silver to stack. to convert my dollars into. This is the base of everything. Now all of a sudden, that low premium, number one most recognizable pure silver 1 troy ounce silver coin on the planet was that far out of reach? Hey, adapt and overcome. It's a first world problem, I guess. But I decided, okay, maybe it's not the time to be picky. Maybe it's not the time to say, oh no, I only want to stack Silver Eagles, or I predominantly want to stack Silver Eagles. Maybe now is the time to load up on some Maple Leafs and some generic silver and some 90% silver. Anything I could get my hands on for, I don't want to say a low premium, because I don't think low premiums were even a thing in 2020, but a lower premium. A premium that somewhat made sense. Unlike the premium attached to the Silver Eagle. So this entire year, or let me correct myself, for the entire year of 2020, that's no longer this year, last year, I didn't stack a single Silver Eagle. Or, let me correct myself again. I probably stacked several Silver Eagles in January and February of 2020. But from March, when everything came crashing down, all the way to December 31st, didn't pick up one ASE, not one, that whole time. Instead, I went for the silver bars, this being one of them. The 10-ounce bull bar from Silver Gold Bull. At spot, by the way. It was offered at spot, and I technically paid below spot because I got 10% of my cash back. Build your wealth in ounces. Not in dollars, in ounces. Somebody might say, how much is this worth? One might respond by saying it's worth about $260, $270 because the spot price is $26 and change. That's not what my answer would be. If somebody asked me how much is that worth, I would say it's worth 10 ounces of silver. So that 10-ounce silver bar is an example of one piece that I picked up. Sure, I picked up some strange coins. I picked up a couple of Queen's Beasts in 2020, which I know might not sound like they make sense when I said I started to prioritize anything with a lower premium. And Queen's Beast, they carry a little bit of a premium. However, the Yale, I picked this one up. Spot price at the time was only, I don't know, maybe $18, $19. And it's a 2 troy ounce coin, so just double whatever spot price was. I got it for a relatively low premium, and I got 10% of my cash back. So I got this for a pretty fair dollar amount. And then as for the other Queen's Beast, the Greyhound, this was released this year. Last year. I'm going to have to get used to this 2020 to 2021 thing. This was released last year. I pre-ordered it, I want to say September? August, September, whenever pre-orders were done. I pre-ordered it, I received it. Spot price at the time was, I believe, $26. And since it was a pre-order, premiums were pretty fair. I got it from the cheapest site that I could find where they were offering the pre-order. I got that 5-ounce Aztec calendar. I picked that up, I think, late November, early December of 2020 as well. However, similar to most of the other coins, rounds, and bars I got in 2020, I got it either for a very low premium or close to spot, or in some cases below spot. I only had to convert about maybe half of the amount of dollars that this thing had as a price tag. I only had to convert half. I only had to pay for about half of it. Because on one of my credit cards, I was given a statement credit. Part of my security deposit was issued back to me, so I had X amount of dollars to spend without even having to pay it back, so I just picked up an Aztec calendar. And I technically only had to pay for half of it. The Kraken, arguably my favorite piece of silver. I picked this up. I don't remember what month it was. I want to say maybe July. Spot price was under 20 bucks. I think it was $18 or $19, similar to that Yale over there. $18, $19. Again, it's another 2 troy ounce silver coin. I got it for an unbelievably low premium. It came with the capsule, so I didn't have to pay for the capsule or anything like that. And that was right before silver started to, I don't know if you want to say take off. I don't know if that's the word we should use. But before it really started to climb, we saw silver go up to the $20 range. And I got that silver Kraken right before that happened. I got that Yale right before it happened. I got that 10-ounce silver bar right before it happened. Some of my biggest or most notable pieces of silver that I picked up in 2020, one of the Queen's Bees, the Kraken, the 10-ounce bull bar, I got all of those before spot price surpassed the $20 mark. So yeah, the premiums were up there at the time, but I got them before spot price was up there with the premiums. Not to mention, I got one of them without having to pay a premium, and I got the other 2 for a relatively low premium because I did a lot of deal hunting. So in some cases, I guess you can say I lucked out. I would probably say that luck has virtually nothing to do with it because of how much time, energy, and effort I put into looking for the best pieces of silver from the best possible sites. And I got plenty of 90% too. I got a lot of generic silver. I got some silver rounds, a couple silver bars. I got a lot of 90%, that junk constitutional silver. I got some Washington quarters. I got a whole lot of mercury dimes. Here are a few of them from one of my orders. I have some more over here. I got some more from a different order. I got even more from another order. Now some of these are actually Roosevelt dimes, but some are mercury dimes. And that's just some of it. 2020, yeah, there was a little bit of a setback. I had to go about 3 months without being able to pick up any silver. But the goal I set for myself, the very beginning of 2020, was to get more silver that year than I did the year before. See, that's the only New Year's resolution stacking goal that I really set for myself. I don't really put a number on it, just because that number could very easily be disrupted by spot price going up or going down. So I don't ever say, oh, I want to stack 100 ounces this year, or I want to stack 1,000 ounces this year. That's not what I go by. I don't go for a specific number. My goal this year is the same as it was last year. I want to get more silver in 2021 than I was able to get in 2020. And I picked up quite a bit of silver in 2020. So my goal this year is to get more than I got last year, to one-up myself. I try to do this every year. I've been doing this every year. 2017 was pretty easy. I only had to get 2 ounces of silver in 2020 to outdo what I did in 2017. I picked up 1 little silver round. That was my first silver round ever. I picked that up, and that was like around Christmas. So I didn't officially get started stacking until the very beginning of 2018. 2018, I stacked aggressively. 2019, I stacked even more aggressively. 2020, even though I was only able to stack for 9 of those 12 months, I was able to outdo what I did the year before, and this year, I hope to do the same thing. I want you guys to head on down to the comments and let me know. Do you have any silver or gold, or maybe even some platinum, palladium, stacking goals? How much silver, how much gold, how much do you want to get? Are you stacking? Maybe you're collecting instead. Maybe you want to complete a set that you've been working on. Maybe you want to do the international troy ounce of gold, like what I'm currently working on. What are some of your 2020 stacking goals when it comes to the precious metals? And if anybody's interested in joining the Precious Metals VIP Club, it's where I can do things on my own terms, not on YouTube's terms, my terms. I'm hosting privately held live streams. They're smaller, easier to manage. I'm also doing giveaways, discounts, personalized promo codes, shoutouts, deal alerts when silver and gold is on sale on a variety of different websites. And of course, you can watch all of my YouTube videos early and commercial free. Come join the Precious Metals VIP Club. It'll be the first link in the description. You're invited. I'd be happy to have you. And if you guys enjoyed today's video, please hit that like button. If you guys like me, make sure to subscribe. New videos every single day, 365 days a year. Also subscribe to my second channel, which is my backup channel for exclusive weekly content. Brand new video over there. Go check it out. The link will be in the description. Trying really hard to hit 2,000 subscribers. We just hit 1,500, and I appreciate that. And if you want to help support the channel in the biggest possible way, please consider getting yourself some DYDSS merchandise. Of course, we have some precious metal themed t-shirts and hoodies, which are up for grabs, along with a ton of other products, t-shirts, hoodies, even stickers, many of which are raising funds and awareness for different charity organizations, such as the recently released Kraken Stackin' t-shirt, hoodie, sticker, and coffee mug, inspired by the beautiful 2-ounce silver Kraken coin, which, by the way, is helping us raise a little bit of funds and awareness for ocean cleanup charity organizations at no additional cost to you. It comes out of my pocket, not yours. Any and all merchandise can be found by clicking the first link in the description section down below. Thank you in advance. It's more than appreciated. And once again, I want you guys to head on down to the comments and let me know. Do you have any stacking goals that you're setting for yourself for the year of 2021? Are you doing something similar to me where you're not putting a specific number on it, but you just want to outdo what you were able to do the previous year? You want to get more silver, more gold in 2021 than you were able to get in 2020. Are you working on a series, a set, a collection, filling in the last pieces of the puzzle, potentially? Do you want to focus on one metal more than the other metal because maybe you felt like you were lacking last year? Are you building an international troy ounce of gold similar to what I'm doing? If so, how far along are you? Are you 20%, 10%, 60% done? Did you already complete it? Head on down to the comments and let me know anything and everything related to today's video topic. Thank you guys so much for watching. I'll see you tomorrow. And remember, don't you dare stop smiling. Peace.